Hello and welcome to Megamek, a new series. We'll see how long I play this. With Battletech coming out in a few weeks, I was itching for some classic Battletech turn-based strategy. And you can use Megamek and MechHQ to kind of simulate on your computer, to run your own campaign, work within the rules, kind of change stuff, do your thing. First, a little rundown. If you've never run MechHQ, it's something you can download from, I think it's sourceforge.org. It includes MechHQ and the actual Megamek client. You end up setting up a folder with it, with your stuff, and you run MechHQ. And as you run through, you'll take missions, which will generate scenarios, which when you start will fire up Megamek and do your fighting in there. So already did most of the basic setup, and about to get ready to rock and roll. I tend to kind of keep things gathered together. Upload that save. Just the stuff I go to all the time. I will occasionally be rolling stuff, such as a faction list for equipment, which is just kind of house rule it, where I would kind of go, okay, well, we got these 5 tables to pull from, so I'll roll a 1d10, and or if we're at a specific location on contract, roll for the house, whatever have you. And then you just go to your table and start rolling from there. If you need dice, there's some free dice programs you can download online to do your rolling for you. So biggest issue is like this tops out at 999. So instead I'll do like 500 and 2 dice, 500. If I need to roll a D1000, I'll just do it that way. It's close enough. And get going. Against the bot, it's a little tricky. It's designed to start out with an actual full company for your mercenary outfit. I'm fairly experienced with it, so I like starting out a little bit smaller and growing. So we're doing a lance for my start, and I actually have a total of 5 mechs, and I got pretty lucky on my rolls. So we have 1 spider, a couple different vindicators. I love these mechs. They're just great, reliable trooper mechs. PPCs are so good. The LRM-5 is kind of superfluous, but the small laser is kind of useless, but yeah, the rest of it's pretty good. And it's very heavily armored. Good little 45 tonner. I got super lucky and rolled, of all things, a Wolverine 6M, which is fairly rare. Normally you got the 6R, which is the classic AC5 version. This comes with a large laser, a couple mediums, SRM6. It's a great trooper mech. Naturally, I threw my commander in it because it is a command battle mech, so you get some extra bonuses. And then our last mech is a Wyvern, which is, you could think of it as a light Centurion. That's more mobile, so you get 464 movements. You actually have jump jets, a couple extra heat sinks, and a very similar loadout to a Centurion. Large laser instead of an AC-10, LRM-10, which would match. 2 smalls instead of 2 mediums. And the coup de grace, it does actually have an SRM-6, which does make it pretty potent against vehicles or lighter mechs or critting out already damaged mechs. It's a great, reliable trooper, fire support. Just it's a good mech. It's a pity you don't see it more often. Kind of overshadowed by the bigger brothers out there. Our personnel. Our starting mech warriors, Captain John Merrick. I just let them roll generic names in MechHQ. Makes it a little bit easier. Idiot. And we see his nickname's Cabusha off of my channel, so this is gonna be a guy I'm rolling with. If he ever gets super injured, or as we grow, I'll probably eventually pull him out of a mech and just have him focus on just his leadership abilities. But for now, he needs to be running and gunning, so he's here in the sign of the Wolverine. Sergeant Jeff. He's actually, we got super lucky on our rolls. 2-3 elite. Super deadly in a Vindicator. This guy should kick some ass. As well as the multitasker ability. Our next is a green mech warrior, also in Vindicator. She does at least a 4 gunner, which is good enough. Piloting's kind of crap, but we'll get her. Spider, super green, 5.5. We may put our first point straight into piloting. This is the 5K Spider, which it's okay. It's medium laser and a couple machine guns. I really love using my light mechs as charging units. Just hang around, spot stuff from other mechs until a good opportunity comes up for a great charge. And if you've got a good pilot, you can do some ridiculous charge attacks, knock people off cliffs and such. and do a significant charge damage too. So we might build her into a charge pilot and just say to hell with gunnery. We'll see. Lastly, our Wyvern is also piloted by Green Mech Warrior 5-5, and not the greatest. We'll have to focus on trying to get her skills up. Finances. Did I do finances yet? Yes. So it already gave us our starting funds, which is about 5% of our asset value. So 400k to start. Can't remember, did I already do my warehouse? Yes, I got some starting stuff in here as well. Campaign options. Kind of have a fairly standard way to do this. I actually already did this campaign once with these guys and decided I had enough fun to start over. The one thing I'm going to change is reduce how much money. The default against the bot is 5%, which is a ridiculous amount of money for every contract. So starting out a little bit smaller just slows down the ballooning late game. Most of the rest of this probably doesn't need to be changed against the bot. I will be using shares, and all personnel have shares, and we will be doing retirement roles, but not for the first 2 contracts. After the first 2 contracts, I will turn on retirement. I figure it's a brand new company, which unless things go sideways, there's no reason for them to leave yet. And we're gonna use the rat generator. I've tried doing this and it never quite works out for me for this era, so I'll just use a normal rat generator. And we probably never be with the clan, so that honestly doesn't matter. We're leaving delivery for market off. Make sure there's nothing else. Percentages seem fine for intensity. I'll crank up this intensity maybe a little bit later on, but against the bot's kind of insane sometimes with, you know, getting a fight every week, 2 or 3 times per week, because this Battletech's not that fight heavy. And ratios, mostly mechs with occasional mixed or just straight vehicle lances. It probably should be weighted more heavily towards vehicles, but I really get tired of blowing up tanks. Cool. And we'll probably turn on unit fatigue. We might actually go ahead and turn that on. Don't think we need to do anything there. Nope. Yeah, that's just fine. Repair and acquisition. Repair. We're going to have 2d6 weeks for parts. Minimum transfer is minimum of 1 week. Honestly, probably 2 weeks minimum. And reduce time by, let's say, 3 days per. I forget what that means, but basically it's a high roll. By a margin of 4 on destruction, so we will be maintaining our mechs. As stuff gets repaired, it can get blowed up. Using quirks is fine. Those don't matter. That's fine. Make maintenance checks. This is the big one. Basically, it means that as your mechs get maintenance, stuff starts to fall apart. This basically means it won't totally fail until it gets to an A quality, which is the worst. It saves you a little bit of hassle. Oh, there's one other thing I was looking for in here. Except for healing, we don't care about procreation. No, I'm looking for it's for acquisition on. Oh, I think it's under here. It's under a weird name. Restrict parts of my mission. I turned this off. There's so many of the scenarios which you'll be deployed on where you just won't be able to get parts at all for your mix, except for salvage. That's fine for me because I instead did that other change to acquisition where it just takes longer for me to get stuff. I feel that's a fair trade. Generally, it's going to be basically 2d6 weeks, so with a minimum of 1 week, and potentially longer to even get parts. It could be 2 months before we get parts. so that's fine. I can always try to acquire parts, it just doesn't mean I'm going to be getting them quickly. I'm just fine with that. Because otherwise it gets kind of asinine where your mech has its arm blown off and you can't acquire another one until you're off a contract, but it's going to be a year before you're off your contract. It's annoying. Alright, and then what we are going to do is that's not it. I don't think it's actually here yet because we're starting fairly early. Whatever. Transit, J mode, and move. We'll just start out right there in the dead center. The one last thing I need to check is the range of the missions. 200 light years perfect, so it'll be somewhere fairly close in the inner sphere. Good save campaign, strikers, and this is all set up. You can change it. You want it easier, you can set stuff easier. You want it harder, you can set it harder. I've kind of found a balance I like. The other big issue is Megamek options. There's a lot of stuff in here. Most you don't have to do. With basic options, it doesn't matter. Victory conditions, you do that anyway. Permissions, that don't matter. Allowed units, take place, allowed experimental, that's all fine. Oops. The big thing is, sometimes you have to turn this on if the game is generating a mech that is valid, but it thinks it isn't. You know, the date is wrong. That happens. Advanced rules. I'm not worried about any of this. Team share vision. That's fine. Those targets. Dig in. I just want to double check. This one works. I do like woods having a chance to burn down. Cannot spot. Otherwise you get an issue of the AI occasionally ejecting and then they sit there spotting your mechs the entire time. It gets annoying. Okay, it's felt pretty good. Normally not much of that one. Turn that on, I rarely do it, but occasionally. We'll start fires. What's this one? -1 damage at long range. Huh. Don't need that one. I rarely turn it off, but occasionally I would like to take a point-blank shot with a PPC. First firing machine guns, sure. And again, all this is optional. It's just stuff I like. Hot loading LRMs. Yep. Rapid fire autocannons. I'm not sure if this actually works or not. So I'm gonna turn that on. Oh, yeah. Here's the big one for me. No 3-hour armor criticals. The biggest issue with playing against the bot is it tends to throw absurdly huge number of units against you. So you're rolling with 4 mechs. You might be dealing with 12 or even upwards of 18 targets sometimes. They're throwing so many dice at you that you just lose your mechs all the time to 3 armor criticals. I just turn it off. Once the armor's gone, you get crit. It's fine. It's just one of those things that annoys me. If it's straight up fights 4v4 all the time, yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit of randomness, but against the bot, it's just not that fun. The big one I'm looking for is vehicles may be abandoned. We'll turn that on. I haven't tried that. Increased AC damage, I do like. It makes 2s and 5s way better. Still not great, but yeah. Get on jam them, that's fine. Can switch hot loading, fine. That one as well. Don't account for deployment or movement. You pretty rarely see infantry, but they get annoying. They do show up. I do like front loading the initiative. It makes more of the bot move before you do because they seem to tend to overwhelm you. That said, once you've killed enough of them, you got more vehicles and mechs than them, then it starts swinging back in their favor. So it's kind of a gimme. And initiative streak compensation is good and bad. Aerospace, don't care. Ground movement. And nothing, nothing, nothing. Careful stands. Vehicles can be abandoned is the huge one. Otherwise, tanks will just sit there, unable to do anything, counting for initiative the entire game when they really should just abandon them. And lastly, no movement penalties for night and fog. If you don't, then anybody that's walking pays 2 movement, but anybody that jumps pays nothing. It's stupid. So I turned it off. You still have all the, the gunfire 2-hit penalties, which is just fine. It's just the movement penalties are dumb. Logically, if you're jumping in pitch black, landing on something, you should probably be rolling a PSR on landing, because you're jumping into pitch black nothingness. But no, it's free. It's one of those loopholes in the rules that makes no sense, so we'll just make it fair for both. Alright, and save campaign. That should be it. We might tweak it again a little bit later. But that's good enough to get going. So, advance today. Cool. So, the unit market updated, which is amazing. I'll probably be mostly playing mechs. I'm not a big fan of tanks. They're great. And cool mechs. Ooh, and Ryan, a Stol, which I love the Stols. Modify them slightly. Good mech. But we're broke, so we can't afford any of this. Contract market. At least initially, we will probably have to roll up a starting mission. Oh, this might work. Riot duty. Let me double check. We have our spreadsheet here. And let me see if I can find Riot. Exactly with the details. I don't think it's in here. Alright, so riot duty, special missions. Roll with next. Engage the big battles. Probably under here. Ah, here we go. There's what I was looking for. So, what is it weighted towards? Civilian disturbances, uprisings, rebellions. Yeah, pretty typical. It has a little bit of anything and everything. Not as heavily weighted towards... Yeah, Reddit duty should be just fine. Garrison duty is pretty good too, because you can be just sitting there training your people. But 364, so not that much, but only 4 months. Street support is 60. 60% salvage, that's unusually good. Transport at 25%. Yeah. Alright, I think this is good enough. Mission Terra. Oh shit, we're already here too. Riot duty on Terra? Wow. Contract 1. Comstar. On Terra. I put that up there just so I can remember where I'm going to easily. And we'll go ahead and accept. And it's starting right now. Close. Start maps, make sure Terra. Yeah, we're already here. Just making sure, in case something's goofy. I've never had a mission on Terra. See how this works out. And briefing room. Starts on the 13th personnel market. Which reminds me, personnel-wise, we have a couple of techs. They're both regulars. One's doing all the maintenance, the other one's just in there to spam through on repairs. To hopefully grinder up to a veteran, because we're going to be losing mech parts. That reminds me, for right duty, I betcha it's probably a hangar. Let's go in the field. Gorilla Raid is in the field. Field workshop. Perfect. So this will be a transport duty. That's the big thing. Is it's easier on maintenance. Cool. 13. So we're here. We have to have at least one aside to defend. Now, if we look at our campaign options against the Bach, one thing, skill level is green. Has nothing to do with AI. It just basically comes down to how heavily the tables are weighted to screw you over. Meaning more mechs, more vehicles of heavier weights. Green just basically is comparable forces to yours. You'll still be outnumbered generally, but similar PV. As we grow, we might adjust that up. Now, down here under intensity, we're at 0.3, which means defend will roll a fight 7% of the time. Not too bad. You kind of want to avoid scouting if you can, because it just beats you up so bad. Oh, and we already rolled at attacks, even at 7%. Okay. So on the 18th, personal market, make sure there's anything good. 2 drivers. Yeah. So, enemies. Griffin, Shopper. Whoa! So a full medium lance and a light lance. We must destroy half of them while less than a third of our own force is destroyed. Wow. It's just kind of mean for that first roll. Okay. Yeah, this, we might go belly up. Alright, do we roll this heavy urban? I really don't like heavy urban. Would it? Probably fine. Build up a little bit easier for me to deal with. With that many things, the AI loves to, if it's light urban, you're generally okay, but heavy urban, the AI will often stash a mech inside buildings where they can't get out. It's annoying. Or tanks, or whatever have you. So, okay. And the 18th, right? So these guys should already be deployed. Now, because we are so screwed, I will go ahead and add, you can deploy up to 6 mechs. So I am actually going to go ahead, add my Vindicator to the Lance. Yes, a Lance is normally 4 mechs, or a small merc unit, and honestly with that many odds coming our way, we are going to take everything we can get. Especially because some of them are pretty nasty. I know the veteran gunner, some of them kind of crap, but I don't ever seen that many Griffins rolled. Probably gonna out BVS pretty easily, I guess. So we do have one assistant mech, a Phoenix Hawk, which is kind of nice. So with us bringing everything, we're down, until you add that, we're still down at about, what, 6,500 or so? So they still have the battle value advantage. But pretty close. That's close enough. We're definitely going to focus stuff down. I do generally adjust my layout. Swing that on over here. And we'll take that, bring it on down. Something like that's good enough. We're deploying on the north side, they're deploying in the middle. Cool. First mech, Wolverine, our commander. Pilot's 4-4, so he's respectable. Fairly normal. Wyvern, kind of crap, but we'll make do. Over there. They seem to be mostly waiting to the south. I'm totally fine with that. It will hopefully let us get into an advantageous position early. Put the spider down over here. Got a Spendy. So they lost initiatives. They're moving first. Cool. There's that Griffin. So we're going to move 5, 7. Actually, who do we want to move first? We are going to move this Vindicator up for a full 5 movement. I don't want to move 6 per se. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 for minimum. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hexes. Let me double check. Is that 6? So we can't quite hit short range either way, so I just move up to here. Solid medium range. I'm gonna move up our next Vindy right up to there. And again, medium range, can't quite get to him. That's alright. Our Wolverine, Speedy Gonzalez, large laser. So we're both in short range at that point. I can't get quite close enough to bust his deal, but I'd rather not get any closer to those guys if I can. That's good enough. So what is his skill? Is he that? Ah, he's their best gunner. Yeah, kill him early. Top, can we get that into, you know? Hey, perfect. Dunk the Griffin. Oh wait, he has not moved yet. Oh, I'm stupid. I hate it when I do that. Oh no. Oh well. My bad. There he is. Curses. Hawks on thee. Well then. That changes things. Where's my best gunner? That's you, right? Yes. She's 2 gunner. Wow, are you good? Weapons. PPC. Big thing is, what can the PPC hit easy? Probably gonna be that Shadow Hawk. So we'll go ahead and dunk him. Up. Beam laser. Secondary hit? Nah. What can you dunk? 5. I could probably cripple that wasp most easily if I do hit. So go after him. And nope. Not gonna push my heat on numbers that bad right now. Okay, what do we got for you? Large lasers in 11, 12, 13, 12, 11. Alright. Good. Do that on you. And that'll be it. Save some heat. Or can we go ahead? Remember how you actually spot. Switch with. I wonder if it's a stationary thing. It's been forever since I've done any spotting, so. Ah, spot. Yes. Again. think it really matters this turn, but he's got nothing better to do, so. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dunk on you. Actually, I might reconsider. That's a 9, 11, 10. You know, we could probably cripple him more easily, so we'll go do both. Rebels, 1 hit on my Vindy. That's the only hit. 6 missiles, which is a good roll for another 10. Phase 2, I win initiative. Comstar goes before me. Okay. Wow. So our AI just went full ham right there. Next unit. I'm thinking I'm gonna have you camp right in these heavy woods. You're my best shot. That'll give him a +2. Then he can hold position next turn to get himself better shots. That guy ran. Most of them have moved. I think that's going to be just fine. In fact, we might go ahead. And that was there, torso twist to there. We can unload on his back. I don't really want to get into meleeing just yet. Keep him fire support, and he does have lighter armor. Not much, but a little bit less armor. Oh, spider. I think just about everything else that's in range is probably moved. Yeah, let's see what kind of modifier we can get. Can't quite get into his butt. Not in short range for machine guns, but again, I don't want to get my spider into punching range just yet. Yeah, I do have jump jets, but I mean, if I could run and get mod of 3, why? Cool. Get him a run for +2. Whereas those guys jumped, didn't they? Oh no, he ran for 2. He jumped for 2. Yeah, kind of mixed bag. Alright. You in the butt. We're just gonna unload everything, because it's what we do. And you're gonna get that. 1 for 1 heat. I'll take a 12. That's fine. Kind of crappy shot, but whatever. I think we're just gonna keep pouring the fire in on this guy. Okay, Rebel Griffin, it's CT for 10. Okay, we can take it. Comstar unloads on that one Griffin. A couple medium lasers. A whole bunch of missing. To the Wolverine. A whole bunch of sandpaper, but no penetrations. when our Shadow Hawk gets hit. 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 And he falls. Nice. Okay. Now, what's nice is he's not going anywhere, so he's gonna have some ridiculous chances to hit. It does mean the AI is gonna be more likely to shoot at him if he's not moving, but that's fine. Move up for 3. Oop, should be blocked by trees for most of them. Oh, that wasp jumped in. Man, whatever. Next unit. Back you up. So now, since we moved there, he can swing his torso here, which means his left arm should be able to shoot us, but I don't think his right arm is going to have the arc. So that, we'll see. We'll double check. What does that have you back up? Running a little too hot, but that's okay. Time and place to run for everything. And you are gonna go wee. And the Shadowhawk finally got up. Ran for 2. He's gonna have a terrible time trying to hit. No modifier. We can probably pop him. Oh yeah, he's getting soft. So now it's Comstar's turn to move. Okay. Obviously, he's gonna get dunked. 3 heat, so we won't have any movement modifiers anymore. Let's get my heavy hitter going again. And yes, wreck him. Wreck him, wreck him. And we'll probably go ahead and mix that in. And that, 2 heat, just fine. That's not worth it. And 11, sure. He's getting dunked on pretty good, but we need to start working on other targets. So we'll go at him and that, and we'll mix that in as well. Okay, Griffin missed, Wolverine, miss. That hit, right arm. Arm getting wrecked. Did hit, surprisingly. Amazing, he's running pretty good. Left leg. Left leg, another crit on the leg. Bunch of missing for the wasp. Another damage to Vindy. Comstar. Oh, hit to the head. And he's down, and he's blacked out. Missed, exhaust, hit the torso, falls, done. Alright, next. We will again have you not move. Now you are probably going to just do a drive-by down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a +3, but oh well. Back you up some. Just have him disengage for now. We'll have him come back afterward. Divide and conquer and all that jazz. See, they're shifting south, which is great because it's dividing their firepower. Then we can just hammer one of these guys. Probably him. He moved up to there. Not sure why. Oh, he did get a 3 modifier, so that's something, but yeah. Big C dances around. Alright, next unit. No do's, have you twist. Target the head, PPC, fire. And that also target the head. Yeah, we'll just dunk with that. We'll use him, try to finish that guy off. Twist. Best target, Griffin. Large laser. And mix in one. Team. Perfect shots. And 3 heats. Fine. You got nothing to do. Done. You dunk on him. Or dunk on him. We got a bit of a back shot, so we'll dunk on him. Right torso. Right torso. Bummer. I'd like to farm the headshot. Wolverine, right leg, some damage. Starting its hit. Oh, the damage, indeed. Left leg. Ah, the wasp is down. And okay, well, the Shadowhawk's gone. We can ignore him now. Okay. Some trades. Just okay. One initiative. Rebels, 1 initiative, so we gotta be careful. Now, I would prefer to kite them this direction. So we can back up to here for 3. It's a walk, but we still get +1. Phoenix is going to be busy with that, so I don't care. We will go ahead and move him there, though. Ran for 1, but the woods is going to add 1, so it's still 2, so that's totally worth it. That guy is going to be a problem next unit. Tell you what, we're going to go jump right here, turn out. That'll be outside of his range. We'll cover the wyvern's butt. You are going to keep kiting away. Spin you around. This is great. We're just using this one mech. We're just pulling those away from the fight. Because on his own, he doesn't do that much damage, but kiting the AI like this, so good. Puts it a lot better in our favor. So he walked. Oh, really? Well, if he only walked right there, I'll stay put. That is just fine then. So I'm getting +2 from heavy woods. Mod 0, but he walked for 1. But I've got +2 overall. Cool. Again, we're gonna start on this guy. Laser. It's pretty good 2 hits. Good enough. And I do want to fire Z missiles after a while, but not yet. Fire that. No too hot. Nah. Cool off the round. Alright. And we are again going to dunk on him. Dunk on him. Yeah, fine. We'll just keep dunking on him. What's your target on him? You do nothing. Twist. Fire, fire. Alright. And the wasp is getting wrecked. Don't care. Griffin missed me. Missed. Good. Good trades on that Griffin. Wolverine is getting beaten up. I'm gonna have to start moving him a little bit more aggressively. Nice. Griffin is still standing though. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and kick him. And we'll see about kicking him as well. No, we missed and we were kicked. Bummer. Hey, we got the kill on it, so whatevs. No other guys unconscious. I might go stand on him just to pick him up. Hey, they're still chasing. Cool. Spider. 6, straight to there, face out. Guide him to the bottom of the map. Good stuff, good stuff. Now we might go ahead. 5. I feel that's a decent move. We'll move on up. It means we're going to be under our LRM range, but now we're inside his minimum. So he's going to have a lot harder time hitting us. Oh, I should have moved one more. At least then I would have gotten +2. That was a mistake. Oh well. He moved up. Great. We'll move right to his butt now. We are in brawling range, but I feel it's probably worth it since he softened up enough. We might be able to kick off a leg. Yeah, especially that right leg. I don't want to necessarily sit with you. Out. A couple fire starts. Gotta watch those guys. They are mean. The weapons platforms. How we doing? We're still great as their AI. Got them about a quarter. Looking for 50 if I remember correctly. Oops. Fire starter right there. Alright. Ooh, back on up. Fires and missiles! Oh yeah. And I got the heat. Start unloading this guy. Perfect. You. Again, fire, fire. Dunk this on him. Yep, you do nothing. Do it just fine. We are starting to divide our firepower a little bit, but that's by design. Okay. Star, give him Wolverine. Armor stride, critical on his leg. Great. Aw, missiles hit. CT, those ones did hit, but nothing sensitive. Ooh, our ally Phoenix Hawk is getting wrecked. Right torso. Right arm. Yeah, good hits. Right arm was missed. Left arm, and the other one's getting really soft. He fell. Both Griffins fell. Dang. Cute. Go for a kick. 4 should be good. Kick a Phoenix Hawk. And that Vindicator keeps missing. Good. He's crippled. Cool. Alright. And I'll be right back momentarily. Alright, and we're back. So, yeah, let's keep on rocking out here. Oh, in case those are curious, I'm actually playing the old MechWarrior 2 soundtrack for the background. Alright, initiative-wise, we lost again. Bummer. Okay. That's alright. It will be okay. I'll probably just have you back up. Stay in good firing, support fire position. Still kiting like a boss. Great. Go ahead and take our spider. Jump right to there, spin him around. Yep, perfect. AI is just taking the bait. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually have you go ahead and jump right here. Gives him around where he's not having to deal with as much stuff. Back you up. Basically, it's all about controlling positioning. You know, when you lose initiative, in general, you want to make it hard for the AI to get back shots on you. Conversely, when you win initiative, you try to wait till enough of them move so you can strategically move in to make them wrecked. You want to jump out or back up? I think we'll go just do a normal backup. He might jump behind me, which would be really annoying, but he might go elsewhere. Either way, we still got some good shots. Running's great when you can make it run, just, you know, depends. Alright, well, that's something. That guy's still down. We're running hot, so we'll go ahead and use these. He's right next to me. So we'll give him a little bit of good news. Fire lighter weapons and crit seeker. Yeah, we'll hold on to the heat. I don't want to be totally cooking. And again, we're just fine. And alright, slightly better chance. Wyvern took some damage, that'll be okay. Wyvern, small laser, everything else missed. Vindicator. Good hits. Very good hits. All hits, but the armor held did take one head hit, so we've got to be a little careful with them. Wow, that one got wrecked. He fell. Leg, armor exposed. He did take a kick in return, but both are still standing. Ooh. So you see this +2 is because of the streak compensation. So since we've failed twice to win initiative, we now have a +2 bonus, which was enough for us to actually win initiative now. So it's going to reset. Of this, we did lose to Comstar, so unfortunately we'll be moving before our AI buddy does, which is not the best. And we're just going to take you and charge you up for 5. You could move 6, but you're just getting closer with your PPC, closer to minimum range, and you're not getting any more bonus. Because bonuses, for those that don't know, it's at 3 is a +1 bonus, 5 is a +1 or +2, 7 +3 for modifiers. So, yeah. Alright, getting a little tricky. A griffin moved there, that's weird. We have to jump probably over here. Yeah, that's where it gets a little bit tricky. Because there's no real escape route, because I am kind of cornered. We'll go right to here, spin on out. We'll have a good bonus at least. Next unit. And in general, I definitely prefer to move my mechs that are further from the fight. So like him, I'm going to try to hold on to him because I can move him into an excellent position. That guy stood up for nothing. He has not yet moved. Where'd that other fire starter go? Did we blow him up? Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Blind is bad sometimes. Back you right up. Should be good enough. Alright, he ran. Not sure why. Not yet moved. I'll go jump you. Like so. Alright, you got shots over here, shots to the left. We got some options. Armor. That also puts more of our damaged armor on the right side. Cool. Twist on in. So you. If I go 1-1, yeah, we'll save some heat. Do we want to? Nah, we can afford it. We're not gonna have a modifier. Now, since we saved heat last round, he's gonna get a good helping of the good news. And you also give him some of the good news. That guy's annoying. You get a small laser. We'll fire that. We'll save our fist. We'll probably try punching. If it's a good enough to hit. Again, get wrecked. His LRM is now dead. Alright, nothing else super critical. Vindicator took a hit. Armor's holding. One hit. The LRM missed, but again, a good lick. Right torso is open. Going to hit to his head. He is still awake. Right torso is straight up gone. And he's on the ground. I'll probably do a double punch. Kick. Nah. Do a double punch. Standard gyro, so he's probably never standing up again. And that wasp missed. Yeah, I needed a 12. I missed both of mine. That's fine. A-okay. Yeah, I'll spin him back out. This is kind of a risky move for him, but it's what we got. Next unit. We're up at a 5. Yep, Griffin punched out. Not surprised. Move you on up. I think I'm going to jump you like so. This way most of his rear arc is covered by the Wyvern. Firestarter's probably going to move here. We'll see. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Cool. Could move there, but I really want him getting into brawling range right this second. Probably go right here. Should be good enough. Again, still running hot. Fire both lasers. A little low on ammo, but meh. Actually, we'll kill that. Running a tad hot. Grab the beam laser, save the arms for punching. Good shot, skip, actually twist south. Fire, skip, fire. See, so Miss, 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 miss. Wolverine does get one hit. Ooh, CT's about through. More misses. Miss. Down 5 does hit. One lick to the CT. CT is blown open. And double punch. Yeah, one hit. Woo! We have destroyed 50% of their battle value. That was the mission, right? Good, and we've less than a third. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do /victory. Cool. So that means after this fight, or after this round, we'll be done. I think we lost initiative again. Actually, we're going to now just run like crazy. That should be far enough that he can't actually get close enough. Run him forward. Better line of sight. The risk is him jumping over here out of his arc, but that's what it is. Jump him up, spin him. Controlling those firing angles. And back you up at a 5. He's riskiest of fire starter moving behind his butt. But, yeah. That's what it is. Kind of figured. No line of sight either one of those. Ooh, clever girl. Alright, well. That's that for him. Twist. Not so clever for you, though. 17. Yeah. We'll overheat a little bit. Those guys are actually pushed in deeper. Okay. And twist. Do have a shot, but it's terrible. Yeah, hold on, nothing. I want to kick him. Nah. And save salvage. Cool. Yes, we did. So that actually went really well. Light damage, undamaged, not bad at all. I mean, our Wolverine did get pretty beaten up. He took some good hits, but nothing went internal. No amp explosions, same thing with Wyvern, decent hits. That went really good. And what do we want for salvage? See, if we take this early, it'll tag us going, oh no, you've salvaged too much. So we'll grab that for now. It's just a little bit of salvage. We'll strip him. Alright, who killed what? I'm going to give that to the Wolverine. Griffin number 2 to, rather than, we'll go to the Captain, Sergeant. McWarrior? I don't remember killing a McWarrior, so leave that one alone. And victory. We'll do some quick repairs, show you how that works, and then we'll end the episode. Cool. Now I want to farm experience, because on 12s and critical failures, critical successes, 12s and 2s, they get an extra experience point. So I want to do as many of these as I can with the same technician. So maximize. There we go. Roll to 12, gain 1 XP. It's going to take 20 experience points for her to level up into a veteran tech. So it's going to be a little bit. 60 minutes, 25. Go ahead. Advanced a hanger. That's just salvage, so that's fine. I'll probably pull the medium laser off. So we'll go ahead to go repair bay. Wasp, but we're going to salvage that medium laser. Grab a heatsink. We have the other heatsink, and that, and a small jump jet. One more. Perfect. Advanced. Stay, yes. Hanger, we're going to go ahead and sell this guy on off. Not going to be much. Yeah, hey. We about doubled our money. Woo! And we'll go back to repairing. You have to watch this target number. Same thing with Vin Diesel. Failed. That's alright. If you fail by 4, it'll destroy the location or destroy the part we're trying to fix with, like armor. So you have to watch it. Cool. Oh, infirmary. Doctors. Oh, did I forget to hire a doctor? I did. Alright. Medic pool. Hire. We'll go ahead and do this. This is part of the setup. I totally forgot. You're hired. Assign. Marketplace. Aztec pool. Bring all to full strength. Medic pool. Bring all teams full strength. There we go. Supposed to start healing. Double check. What did I set for my healing? Days to check. We'll say every 3 days check. We'll say a month for natural healing. Cool. Again, it's something that if you don't like the mechanic, just turn it off or slow it down, whatever. I want there to be a certain amount of, hey, you know, some of your guys are kind of out of it for now. It's not always going to be easy. Add new force. We'll call it reserves. And for now, add unit, throw her in there. That's good. Keep an eye on her. And change the force icon to the alphabet. Where's a great big R? There we go. Reserves. And lastly, we'll see if anything happens on Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nothing. Just got treated. Nothing new rolled. Cool. So we'll go ahead and save right here. And this is a great place to stop our first mission. Cool. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Maybe learned a little bit. And I'll see you next time.